good, blessed Wednesday evening, February the 2nd, 2022. It's about 5:40 p.m. I greet all human beings all around the world with the universal greetings of peace, and the blessings of God be with you. It doesn't matter what your political, philosophical, personal, nor your religious beliefs may be. It doesn't matter whether you're the richest or the poorest person on the face of this earth. It doesn't even matter whether you're the proclaimed toughest or the proclaimed weakest person on the face of this earth. I greet all of you all with that same universal greetings. Today, what I want to talk about is what's going on over there in the Ukraine, where the things that we hear 99.99% of the time, and it's about the Russian invasion of Ukraine. Now, that's true about the Russian invasion of Ukraine. I don't see that being right if the country haven't been attacked, but then two wrongs don't make a right. Now, how many of y'all know it's about 16,000 exchange students that's non-European that's in Ukraine? And most of those exchange students, they came now, or just about all of them came to the Ukraine because it's much cheaper to get an education in Ukraine than it is in other countries. Now, you will see on the news, I done seen it with I seen it with my own eyes and heard it with my own ears, where some of the reporters over there in Ukraine say, we have a lot of white Christians, good white Christians, that's trying to flee the country. Innocent, good white Christians. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Because I'm sure we got good Christian whites, blacks, and we got backwards. But it's one thing that they not telling you over there in the Ukraine, and the United Nations know about it. I read it. What the United Nations said they heard about discrimination. Let me tell you what type of discrimination it is. Now here is this country, Ukraine, is under attack by Russia. And you having people trying to flee. You remember you got 16,000 non-European exchange students. Africans, Indians, Egyptians. They have reported that when they try to flee to Poland and they be at the Ukraine borders, when they in line to get on these trains to get out of there to get to safety, guess what? They sent to the back. They being rejected. That's discrimination. That's wrong. That's just, that wrong now ain't no wronger than Russia bombing them. You see, they can take these people money, but then when the country's up under attack, you see people in Chicago, you see people all over the place coming together with the Ukrainians that's not over in Ukraine and marching and protesting, and you even see the White House talking about it, the president talking about it in his State of the Union address. But you're not hearing about that discrimination over in Ukraine. God don't like ugly. And I'm not justifying what Russia doing. But Russia ain't doing no different than the Ukraine is doing to them people that's trying to flee up out of there. And they doing it because of the fact they not European, they not white. They not good white Christians. Now, if anybody that's white see this being prejudice, you could keep on seeing it being prejudice, because what they doing over in the Ukraine is wrong. And let me show you what that remind me of. May my daddy rest in peace. He was drafted in the 1940s to go fight against Adolf Hitler. The same type of individual. You see what I'm saying? That they said it got, some of them they got over in Ukraine. Because the Russian government said that he trying to weed out the Nazis over there. I don't know if it's Nazi over there or not in Ukraine, but my dad, when he was drafted, to go fight against a racist Adolf Hitler when he was drafted in World War II. He said when he got there, him and all the blacks, they was in separate barracks from the whites. You see what I'm saying? So he had racism then, you got racism now. Why do them people have to get to the back? Just like Rosa Parks refused to get up off of her seat when they tried to make her go to the back of the bus when she paid her fare. Not just Rosa Parks, as other people did it before Rosa Parks. But I'm trying to show you something. If we gonna lay here and protest in the United States about Russia attacking Ukraine, let's protest about what the Ukrainian is doing to the non-Europeans over there. You see what I'm saying? They want everybody to help them, but they ain't trying to help these Africans, these Indians, these Egyptians, these non-European exchange students. You see what I'm saying? You think about that. You think about it real good. And those that you don't know about it, do you some research. That's a crime against humanity, what they doing. Them people standing in line in the front of the line, and then they have to get all the way to the back. Then they, at Poland, it don't surprise me, and I ain't saying about all Poland people, but all the Polish neighborhoods that I done went into Chicago, they don't welcome us. I don't care who say they do, I know they don't. Racism is racism, and that's racism. If you don't like what I'm saying, don't listen to what I'm saying. But if they did it back there with my daddy in the United States, now they doing it in the Ukraine. But the only thing we hear about is what Russia's doing. What about what the Ukrainians is doing? What about what the Polish people doing? Take a look at that truck, boo-boo. You see, these people don't know. Show both of them vehicles, boo. You see, I got security out here. Show them again. I got security out here today. You see what I'm saying? But let me just say this here, and I'm going to leave. Let's pray for them 16,000 non-European exchange students that's being discriminated against, trying to flee a country that's under attack by Russia. Now you think about that. Peace be still.
Here earlier, you were all students, right? And you tried to get on the train.
Yeah.
And what happened when you tried to get on the train? What were you told?
We were traveling from a long distance, from Cherkasky to Lviv for about 8 hours. And we came from Lviv and take car from Lviv to the border, which is also, they will left you behind. From the road, you pay about 10,000 grievance. And after paying the 10,000 grievance, you walk about 8 miles, 8 hours to the border, which is very stressful.
Yeah, of course. And did you try to get on the train?
Yeah, we get on the train. We get on the train.
And there was someone who I was talking to here earlier who tried to get on the train and wasn't allowed to get on the train?
We were told that they are only allowing, they are not allowing the blacks to get on board. So if you're a black and then you go there, you're wasting your time. So we didn't even bother ourselves. We just went to pick a bus and then headed to this place.
Yeah, because usually there were black people that were already there that were turning around, looking for the borders and other routes, because they stood there for a long time and they were not getting on the train because they were stopping them. So they were warning us not to even try to go there because they would not allow us. That is why we didn't go for the train and try to find another route.
And how does that make you feel to hear things like that?
I don't know. It's just, it feels unfair actually. It feels unfair, and for us, it just feels like we don't have a choice. We just want to get out, so we kind of try to find another way possible. We don't usually waste more time, because the more time we wait, we don't know what's going to happen. Things keep getting worse every day, and we get a lot of complaints. For example, don't go to this border because you might not go. They might not let you in. Don't go here. So you get confused. You don't even know where to go to get across the border. So we just chose this place just to try, because we have to try something. If you keep listening, don't go to this border, don't take this train, so we might not just move at all. So it's very frustrating, actually.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. Well, I hope you make it across, and I hope you really make it home safely.